Hi! Hello, welcome to Rosman's Mandarin Garden. I'm Rosman. Today, we'll continue to explore the core principles in Chinese. In this lesson, we discuss adverbs and word order. Let's look at adverbs first, especially the differences among negative adverbs. In English, negation is formed by placing the word not consistently after the linking or auxiliary verb. In Chinese, the negative word is placed directly before the predicate. Besides this, in Chinese, there are several forms of negative adverbs. 不,没有,别. So what's the difference in their usage? Here are the rules. 不 is used for general, habitual, or future negation, often paired with present or future actions and habitual behaviors. 没或者没有 negates a past fact, meaning that an action or state has not happened up to the present moment. 别 is used in imperative sentences to advise or tell someone not to do something. 我不健身，我不健身。明天我不上班，明天我不上班。昨天我没有上班，昨天我没有上班。他没来，他没来。在图书馆里别说话，在图书馆里别说话。第一天上班别迟到了，第一天上班别迟到了。Why does this difference in usage exist? In Chinese, apart from negative adverbs, many adverbs inherently carry a sense of time, which means they can only be used with specific tenses or aspects. Another example pair is 在和又. Both convey the idea of an action happening again, but their temporal focus is different. 在 refers to an action that will happen again in the future. 又 refers to an action that has already happened before. Now let's look back at a group of negative adverbs. In summary, 不 negates the existence of a proposition. 没 negates the occurrence of an event. 别 expresses prohibition or dissuasion of an action. Now, combining what we previously learned about aspect particles, which negative form should we use with them? 不还是没有? Think about it. These three particles all carry temporal features of an action, not a termless logical proposition. Therefore, the negative form for these verbs is always 没有. Different negative adverbs cause different meanings in a sentence. Earlier, we mentioned that Chinese sentences contain 6 basic components: subject, predicate, object, attributive, adverbial, and complement. In Chinese, the attributive is fixed before the noun, the adverbials is fixed before the verb or adjective. The complement is fixed after the verb or adjective. 红色的书，红色的书。我买的书，我买的书。妈妈昨天花了1000元给你买的那双鞋子。妈妈昨天花了1000元给你买的那双鞋子。我养的2只蓝眼睛的长毛布偶猫。我养的2只蓝眼睛的长毛布偶猫。慢慢地走，慢慢地走，特别漂亮，特别漂亮。在学校学习，在学校学习。给朋友打电话，给朋友打电话。明天下午6点，在学校对面餐厅门口跟他准时碰面。明天下午6点，在学校对面餐厅门口跟他准时碰面。在这个问题上没必要再跟他纠缠，在这个问题上没必要再跟他纠缠。打碎了，打碎了。 吃饱了，吃饱了。走进来，走进来。跑上楼，跑上楼。高兴极了，高兴极了。热得要命，热得要命。睡了8个小时，睡了8个小时。看了一遍，看了一遍。吃得完，吃不完，吃得完，吃不完。做得出来，做不出来，做得出来，做不出来。As we see, English adverbs are reclassified into 2 different categories in Chinese, the adverbial and the complement. If the adverb describes the external conditions or mood surrounding the action occurring before or simultaneously with the action, it is an adverbial. If it describes an extension or clarification of the action's internal result or what follows the action, it is a complement. In a single sentence, adverbials describe the background and process of the action, while complements describe the results and impact of the action. Adverbials answer how is it done, why is it done, where is it done. Complements answer what state is achieved and what's the final result. Here is another tip. If the adverb in English is separable and the core meaning of the predicate does not change without it, you can place it in the adverbial group in Chinese. If the adverb is closely linked to the verb and the meaning is incomplete without it, it is a complement in Chinese. 他突然关上了门。他突然关上了门。他走进教室。他走进教室。他跑得很快。他跑得很快。他在家工作。他在家工作。We know that a sentence may contain multiple attributives and adverbials simultaneously. Obviously, there is a rule, so what's the basic logic? In Chinese, the arrangement of modifiers follows a hierarchical rule set that moves from far to near, macro to micro, and abstract to concrete. We can conceptualize this hierarchy as a series of concentric circles moving from outside in. In attributive head structures, the general order tends to be source, limitation, property, category, and head noun. That is, first comes large-scale information, whose, where from, then range and quantity, which, how many, then specific features, size, color, appearance, and finally, the class or type. 妈妈昨天花了1000元给你买的那双鞋子。妈妈昨天花了1000元给你买的那双鞋子。妈妈昨天花了1000元给你买的，是用一个从句来表述来源。那双是限定。我养的2只蓝眼睛的长毛布偶猫。我养的2只蓝眼睛的长毛布偶猫。我养的是来源，2只是数量，限定。蓝眼睛的是特征，长毛是种类。When translating an English relative clause into Chinese, the clause should be moved before the head noun according to this word order principle, with the structural particle the inserted in between. However, if the clause is too long or complex, it is more natural to split it into several sentences. Chinese prefers shorter, chunked expressions. 我听过那个曾在大热电影《泰坦尼克》里担任主演并一举成名的演员。我听过那个曾在大热电影《泰坦尼克》里担任主演并一举成名的演员。我听说过那个演员，他主演过大热电影《泰坦尼克》，并因此一举成名。我听说过那个演员，他主演过大热电影《泰坦尼克》，并因此 一举成名。Now let's look at adverbials. In the adverbial-verb relationship, the broad background of time and location is stated first, then scope or condition is given, and manner closest to the verb is placed at the end of the sequence. The general order of adverbials tends to be time, location, condition or scope, manner or attitude, degree or frequency, target or object, method and verb. 明天下午6点在学校对面餐厅门口跟他准时碰面。明天下午6点在学校对面餐厅门口跟他准时碰面。明天下午6点是时间，在学校对面餐厅门口是地点，跟他是对象，准时是方式。The word order of adverbials in Chinese and English is almost entirely opposite. English starts from the action, then adds details. Chinese sets the scene first, then reaches the action. Alright, that brings us to the end of this episode. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Besides my online courses, I also offer one-on-one Mandarin lessons, so feel free to check out my website for more details. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Your support means a lot to me. See you next time. Bye. Bye.